All right, here's some Stevie Ray Vaughan by request. This is Empty Arms from the Sky is Crying album. I'm going to show you the intro and the verses and the outro riff. We're not going to do the middle solo, but there's a ton of riffs here to check out. So the first one is... Okay, that gets us going. So we got this 8 to 9 on the G string, hammer, 8, 8, and then we hit the 11 on the second string back to that 8. So then we bend that 11. And then we have this little chord. So it's a D minor shape on the 8th fret. It's like 8, 10, and 9. It's like an upstroke thing and an upbeat. So again, we do the whole thing. We're going to bend that 11, and then we have the 2 8s down here as a chord. And it's 4 sets of that. So if you can't really get that chord, it's kind of weird to get the bend and then still get that hand in there to get the right spot of those on the 8s. So you could just go. But eventually, after you've tried that and you try to get that chord in there, it's kind of a moving from one to the other. Okay, so that is a little tricky. So we got... So here we have 10 up and down, pulling off to the 8, to the 10 on the D. Couple 8s there. We got that pull off on the D string, 10 to 8. Down to the 10 on the A. Then 8, 9, 10. So. Okay, now we go to the F9 chord. So we're only going to need the bass note with your middle finger. We're going to have this ring finger down here to slide these bottom 3 strings, 8s to 10s and back. Okay, so that was... And then we're going to have a little riff to get us back to the C. So that's going to be like some 10s here. Could be any number of these sets right here, but it'd be like 2nd and 3rd string or 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string on these 10s. And then we're hammering in that 9 on the G string, part of that C7 chord. So we do the same type of sliding thing here on this. This is 8, 7, 8. This is part of the C9 chord. You could do that down here with that same finger we're using, but it's not in the area of this other stuff. So that's why I'm doing this other one up here. So here we have... That's going to take us back to the C9. So here we go up to this 10th fret of the A. Slide up to those 12s from the 10s. Just do that much, and then got that 8 down there. So we're going from G to F down here, and we're in the key of C is what's happening. So we got... Then we're going to have this little riff, these 8s on the 2nd and 3rd string to the 10s. Pull those off, down to that 10 on the D. Down to that C. And that ends that little part. We get into one of those things to start this. Okay, so let's go from the whole beginning. Okay, we get into a new thing. So we got 10 10th fret, we got that C note and the D string. A couple hammer-ons, 8 to 9s, down, dee, down, down. And then we're gonna go back to this and just do that much of it. We got this new riff. So let me go from the turnaround. Okay, that takes us into the verse. So let's slow all that down again. Let's go back to the turnaround. Then we got, and then back to our sliding chords. So that was your hammer on that 8 to 9, 8, 8. Got that 11 bend. And then down to the 8 again, the little one, to the 11 and 8. Got that 10 bending up and down, dum, da, dum. Okay, so that one has that same going up there, and then we're gonna have, so that's little string to second string 8s. There's 3 sets of that thing, so. Then we're down to this bottom string, 11. And that's a quick pull off there. And then we have a bend here in this 10. Bend that 11 too. Going up those 8s. We got that 3rd string little thing. So one more time. Now the end of this, we're gonna go up kind of the same way. Hammer, 8, 10, 8 that time. So we bend that little 10 to the 8, 10, 8. That's gonna be like 8s to this 11 on the second string and back. So we got this bend up on the 10th fret of the G string. Got the 11 underneath it. So we go up, then down to the 8, 10, 8, 10. Rake up and hit that 10 on the 5th string. So let's see what we got. Verse starts down da dee down da down. We got this chord on an upbeat here, so that's gonna be 8, 9, 10, and 8, starting on the D string. Down da dee down da down. Your own fault, your own. And then we're gonna switch to this chord. That's that F7-9. We go back, and then go 10s to 8s, and then the same slide. Then it starts over. Go to this chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slides. Next chord. 2, 3, the 10, the 8, slide. Okay, so that's how the verses go. Like I said, we're not going to do that middle solo. We got the whole intro covered. We're just looking at the outro riff right now. The 10s to the 8s, and then you have this riff. Okay, so that's going to go. So it's 11, and then 8 to 10, 8 pull off. To the 8 on the second string. Back and forth on those 8s. So you got a little 8, 10, 8 there. 8, 8 again. 10 on the little one. Little bend to that 8. And then we got, so that's 11, 8 on the second. And then 10 on the G. Up and down, pull off. And then we have this last riff. And it ends like that. So we got. Hit that last string. All right, Empty Arms, Stevie Ray Vaughan from the Sky is Crying album by request. Thanks for the request. That was fun. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon.